Why are fire towers important, I guess, is really the basic question. The important part of the history is that they were the first effort, organized effort by the state to really broadly protect the mountains, the forest preserve.
It's important to understand like the history of things, because even now you can see older forest fire like damage and stuff. And that's the thing, if it wasn't for places like this, what we would be looking at right now would be a lot different. It would be pretty barren. And a lot of people who hike this too say how like out west, you know, it's a lot drier and not as like lush as here. And like it's lush for a reason, because it's been taken care of through fire towers.
And they're interesting, they're fun to climb, and they've got this whole fantastic history. It was really in the 1970s that the state was moving ahead with starting to demolish towers based on cost and liability. Many of the people who had been associated with the towers had had relatives who were observers or had been observers themselves, were not happy with that move. And so there began to be an upswelling of local public opinion to save specific towers.
Since 1997, the Friends of Poco Moonshine have spearheaded efforts to preserve the fire tower. On Friday, July 28th, there will be a presentation of the history of the fire tower at Adirondack Architectural Heritage in Keysville, and a silent art auction will be held. Then on Sunday, July 30th, the folk band The Wannabes will perform at the summit of Poco Moonshine. At the trailhead, there will be cake and speeches about the history and restoration of the tower. And finally, Ausable Brewing Company will host a party with food, drinks, more music, and Poco Moonshine-related artwork on display. You can find a schedule of events on our website at mountainlake.org. Many of these volunteers have also spent the last several summers working to restore the 2 trails that lead to the summit of Poco Moonshine. You can watch our interview with David Thomas Train on that from last October on our website.